Well, one last time, eh? Yeah, go on, why not? Stage 9 of the Colin Ellmore Memorial Rally 2025. This is your penultimate stage of the event. Timing schedules, I have to say we're probably going to be struggling to get stage 10 in, but for now the organisers are trying their best, and we are live for stage 9. John Griffiths, Emma Morrison make their way into the stage, leading the event from stage 5 onwards, where John Stone had an issue. One extra lap, I believe, being the problem. dropping him some time there, and then losing a good chunk of time stuck behind the Darien, James Garner as well. So, fight for the win off the cards really, unless John and Emma have some sort of issue on this final stage or so. Here is your leaders. Tidy as you like. Tidy as you like. It's been a strong day all day. Started a little bit slower than maybe they wanted to. John and Alex in the Polo, who are coming into shot now, they were out the blocks fastest this morning. As I say, 6 seconds the advantage after 4 stages, and then problems for the Polo crew. Still here and still fighting. You never know. Alex is working his way towards his 100th rally as well, so all important stages and stage mileage for the crew. So once again, thank you for joining us here on Special Stage, whether you're listening or watching on YouTube or Facebook. It's a pleasure to have you along for this final ride. Phil Burton is on a mission, hence the overshoot. 3 seconds separates Phil and a podium position, so he is really trying hard to claw that 3 seconds back from Martin Hodgson. Another man on a mission. That man there that's just flashed past the camera, Jamie McBain, Keelan Watkins alongside. Keelan having a more successful day than his father, let's say, who I've just been watching push the Stricken Nova for the second time out of the stage. First time this morning, stage 3. Lost them a CV joint. Apologies for that. There's a cone dragged out into the road, so just a little bit of exercise for the day. Shifting the cone back out of the way. Right, back to it then. So, yeah, it's been a bit of a funny old day really. We had a heavy rain shower around about lunchtime-ish, stage 5, which caused issues for a lot of drivers, a lot of crews. The wind is now becoming an issue. Luckily these guys have done this stage a couple of times now. So stage 9 and 10, they were due to be changed around, but time constraints have meant that they're going to run this stage same as 7 and 8, just to get the mileage in really, which is a good idea from the organising team. So they should know where they're going. However, the wind is playing havoc with the stage furniture now, and the approach arrows and advance arrows are all falling over left, right and centre, and I'm not going to be running back into to those because they're further away. And I'm going to use the excuse that the microphone won't reach, as opposed to I'm just fat and knackered. But anyway, it's the microphone's fault. So, Mark Ewing, Sam Coleman, car 7. Good looking car. It's been away for some well needed TLC and has come back from M Sport all prepped and ready to go. Phil Burton makes his way out of stage 9, and we will find out if he's done enough to bring that 3-second gap down to Mr. Hodgson in front. He's certainly trying. Pennington Porsche has been good all day. Sexy Rexy going well too. Nathan Bolton and Phil Kenny in that Rally 2 Fiesta had their issues today as well, but finding pace towards the end of the day. So Rich Bunford is watching from Wales, Sophie Palmer-Smith watching from service. I'll give you a wave over there somewhere, wherever you are, Sophie. I am waving over to you now. I'm literally just across the field from you. Colin Harkness is watching from Aberdeen whilst working on more rally paperwork. That's a lot of paperwork. Fantastic rally. If anyone has thought about going up there for the rally, it's an incredible experience. More rally, so get yourself up there. It's a rally you really don't want to miss. Dan Ellmore is watching from the top end of the circuit. I could just about see Dan stood up the top end marshalling today. Big thank you to Dan for sponsoring the event. Rallying his life. I've teamed up with Special Stage throughout this season and last, and have really sort of helped us with supplying footage to you guys. All the archive footage that we put out on a Thursday for the Throwback Thursday, it's all sponsored by Dan. There's a huge amount of work to do within motorsport as well, with his own business, but he also likes to help and get involved. Should have been out in the Metro 6R4 on his dad's memorial rally. The engine wasn't going to let him do that, unfortunately, so he decided to come down and marshal instead. So fantastic effort from Dan. Big thank you to Dan and the Rallying His Life gang, and we look forward to seeing Aston out in a little bit in the MG to bring it home for his first ever rally. 17 years old and going really well. He'll be trying to get into that Metro soon. You watch. Not sure Dan will allow that. He said if it ever happens to have moved in the garage or in the driveway one day and he notices it's moved, it'll be reported as stolen and he'll have to deal with the consequences. Not sure I fancy that myself, so I'd be leaving that Metro where it is for now. Your time will come, I'm sure. Rebecca Marriott has just got back to watch the last 2 stages after dropping Tom Marriott off for year 2 of the MS UK Academy at Brooksby College. Well done, Rebecca, and also Tom as well. Fantastic stuff. Working hard at MS UK, no doubt. Ken Sturdy. It's a beast of an engine in that car, and it sounds fantastic. What a car to be throwing around these stages. Rally Ranch Hangout. Well done to John Armstrong winning Rally Ceredigion. Fantastic stuff if that's the case. Congratulations to John. Brilliant result in Wales this weekend. Ian Barkley, Sue Palmer managing to avoid Rob Watson in the stricken. Oh, we got him. We got him. I was just about to go and give it a push then. He knew it wasn't for me, that. Thankfully, we managed to get the escort up and running. I wonder if that's the arrows that have blown down that are causing the issue there. Obviously, advance arrows down, and now the 2 corner arrows both down on the corner, and not really anywhere for me to go and put them back up again. Marshals are over the other side of the circuit. Missed it this day today, haven't we? Unfortunately, having the issues early on meant he hasn't been able to come out and play, but he's having some fun now. Plenty of opposite lock on that beamer, isn't there? Paul Beckett is watching from Silsden. Hi, Paul. Just around the corner from my auntie and uncle. In fact, I think you know my uncle, believe it or not. If you're there, go and bang on Russell Clark's door and tell him to start watching more rallying and leave those canals alone. Mark Ashworth, track's dried quickly. Certainly has, yeah, it's really warm. The wind's whipping across as well, which is helping, but the actual air temperature is really warm today. I thought there was going to be a thunderstorm at one point. It's really, really muggy here today at Blyton Motorsport Park. So the track has dried really quick, considering the amount of rain we had. It was a real good deluge, wasn't it, for 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes. Fred McLean is watching, Glenn Baker watching from Bridgewater, Somerset. Some great cars and crews out in this rally. Great to see rallying is so alive in the UK. Yeah, it certainly is. And this is, you know, the opposite end of the spectrum, really, when it comes to the rallying compared to Rally Ceredigion. But it just shows, you know. We'll just watch Stocko again. Nicely done. It just shows, you know, we can bring all levels of the sport to people, and it gives access to those that maybe haven't seen the sport before. You know, everyone has access to Facebook and social media these days. You can watch it on your telly now, on YouTube and streaming services through that. So it's a fantastic way of watching regional, national and clubman motorsport. It's all levels. So it's a pleasure to be here, helping provide footage for the Colin Ellmore Memorial Rally. It's an opportunity that we weren't going to miss with the support that Dan's given us and the rallying community over the last couple of years, especially with Special Stage, to always putting something back into the sport. So why not? We're here. We want to be around motorsport, so we made the trip over last night, and I won't want to be anywhere else. Brian Kemp says it's blowing at Silverstone as well. Yeah, I imagine it probably is, to be fair. It's open sort of airfield venues will really have the wind whipping across them, so it's a blustery one. Anyway, let's have a look at some times after SS9. John Griffiths continued to push, setting a time 10 seconds faster than everybody else by the looks of things. 4:23 is what they've gone in with on stage 9. Phil Burton, that's one of the important ones we need to keep an eye out for. 4:33. Martin Hodgson a 4:39. So position change. Second and third have swapped over. It should have been third and fourth that swapped over. However, John and Alex Stone have had their time changed for stage 5 to a full 8:48. So they've dropped all the way back to 11th position. So not sure the reasons behind that. James Garner, Martin Young, their time is a 4:45 for that stage, and John and Alex is an 8:48. So not sure what's happened there, but that's sort of hot off the press through rallies.info. So if you want to have a look at what's going on rallies.info, check out the page there. Next up in the leaderboard, Martin Farah. He actually went faster than Martin Hodgson too, so he's just 5 seconds off third place now, off the podium. So we will we'll have to see if stage 10 runs. I will try and get you posted. We won't be live for it, but I'll be keeping a close eye on the activities behind as to whether the cars at the front of the field are starting to line back up again, and the crews are getting their helmets and hands on. I can see quite clearly the paddock from here, so I should be able to update you on that, and then you can keep an eye on rallies.info for the final stage information. Palmer Smith, Corsa, pushing hard. John Bray on a charge as well, car 40. Orange Dayglow highlights adorning the MG ZR. Dick Major, car 42. James Edwards in the Renault Clio Cup car. Backing it in. Nicely done. Let's have a look at what people have got to say on YouTube then. I don't want to leave YouTube out. There've lots of people viewing on there as well. Afternoon all, thanks for the coverage today. Phil and the team, that's from Nicky, sorry. Thank you, Nicky. Droffle's been good coverage. Thank you very much, Droffle. I'm still waiting for my beer though. I don't know what time you're getting here. I'll be leaving soon. So if you're not on your way already, then it's probably best off not bothering. But thanks for the offer earlier anyway. Mr. White Pony Derby. I will read these names out, by the way, so depending on what the name is. Please don't try and catch me out, because I'm not clever enough to realise. A bit windy out there. It certainly is. Stocky Spectacular on the last stage, showboating as usual. Yes, he's been away for most of the day, unfortunately. Not sure what the issue was, but flying to start with and then missing for sort of a good chunk of the day stages. Back out for this one and the last one, and yeah, it's been testing the lock stops of the BMW for sure. I'm trying to hide my microphone from the wind, so hopefully it's not too bad. Simon Nash is watching from Glastonbury. Thank you, Simon. Mark Legg, I know Dan from cyclocross racing in the USA. Excellent stuff. Not sure who Dan is. Oh, Dan Ellmore, probably. Sorry, Mark. I'm a little bit behind the times here. Great coverage today, many thanks to all in the production team. Martin Redmond, well, I can tell you the production team are Mr. Wayne Goldring, who's on the cameras and production unit here, and myself, Phil Brammill, on the microphone and stills as well when we're not filming. Do a few photographs as well for the team, so you'll see them online afterwards. But yeah, it's been a great day. It's just the two of us here today, but we've brought you every other stage, and what a day it's been. Great little venue over here in Lincolnshire, Blighter Motorsport Park, and I did mention before, they've got all sorts going on here. We've had like racing go-karts over on the far side at the karting circuit. Next to that, it's been the autograss. They've been thrashing their little buggies around over in the fields on the far side. Another car to fall foul of this junction with the arrows down. It's proving tricky. Am I going to be at the Wydene? I am going to be at the Wydene, yes. Yeah, we'll be at the Wydene. Final round of the Pirelli Welsh Rally Championship, which is a championship that special stage cover. This corner is becoming an issue now with cones being wiped out on the far side of it as well. It does look like it's just straight through, so it does need some work, to be honest with you. There's not really anybody here to do it other than me, and it's probably not safe for me to start running around the stage, if I'm honest with you. A bigger pub. I've got free beer going on here by the sounds of things. We'll have to do this more often. It's very kind, Roffle. Thank you very much. We'll talk closer to the date. Let's see then. Car 53 making their way round on the penultimate stage. Sean Stanfield, Thomas Stanfield. Gary Dixon it was, who overshot in the Astra earlier whilst I was looking at the live streams, and then the Ford Fiesta that went sailing through. I think it was Andrew Higgins and Roger Cunningham. Dukeries and Beverley District Motor Club members. Like I say, it's tricky with it having the cones on the outside as well missing, so we've, yeah, there's nothing to indicate the corner really, to be honest with you, other than memory. So hopefully as we get through this last few cars, everyone behaves themselves and we're okay. I'm trying to look across the paddock to see if there's a queue forming towards the back of the front runners, but I can't see that there is at the minute, so we'll see. This might well be the last stage. It's a 5 o'clock curfew and we're on 5 o'clock exactly now, so let's see what can be sorted. David Martin, Harry Walshaw pushing the Mini hard. Just managing to sneak the Peugeot round the outside. Team Woodford are back in the game. Stage 9. They have the Fiesta Mark 6 in front of them. See who comes out on top for this battle. In fact, Mr. and Master Woodford are passed in the Mini. They're making their way around the very top end of the circuit. One car to come between them now. See the commitment. Has he remembered he's got to turn right here? I think he has actually. Well done, Paul. He remembered. I may have told him where we were stood. I didn't tell this man where we were stood, and he knows how to dance a car, look. Just a little story for you. This morning on the very first stage, for any of you weren't watching, I mean, I was looking at all the stages this morning, so you wouldn't have seen this bit of stage, but from where we are now, where the cars are turning left back onto this piece of road and going out of shot, there was a chicane there this morning, and the cars were coming into view flat out, and they were going through the chicane without even braking for it. And as they went through the chicane, the BMW Z3 clipped the mirrors on the chicane, and it sent the car sideways from here all the way to the corner in the distance, where you can see down there must be 150, 200 metres maybe, sideways, and the car was locked up, and it just stayed at the perfect 45-degree angle all the way to the corner, and then absolutely like it was meant to be, just floored it and went sailing around the corner on opposite lock as if like he'd tried to plan it. It was so Ken Block, Travis Pastrana-esque. It was unbelievable. What a fantastic bit of car control that was, and I just wish everyone had seen it. It was really, really impressive, really was. So he's entertained me today anyway. That's Harry Rayler and Kieran Murcott Ledger in that BMW Z3. It's been great to watch. Now then, the rivalry commences between a showboating from Woodford. He's not too fussed. He'll let him pass and then do him on the next corner, I'm sure. But yeah, it's been a little bit of a battle all day, really. Charlie Garner, Jack Cuthill in that 205, 2 litre 205, I have to say. So, yeah, the little 1.6 R53 Mini's got its work cut out against that, really, hasn't it? Let's be honest. But yeah, it's been good to see. And Paul and Mason are doing a fantastic job. Almost at the end of the day as well. Almost at the end of the day. Be interesting to see if there is another stage. Nobody's heading back out at the minute, and I would expect them to be lining back up again really now, but nobody's packing away either, which seems a bit odd. If anybody's in the service park and they can give me any information, I don't know if anybody's out there watching, it'd be great if anyone could tell me what was going on, and I can let everyone know that they can keep an eye on rallies.info for all the information. This will be our last stage of the day that we live stream. I hope you've enjoyed the coverage today. It's been a fantastic day's motorsport. A little bit of spice in the middle with the rain as well, which made things interesting. Team Woodford make their way out of the penultimate stage of the rally, possibly the final stage of the rally, if the timings are to be believed. I'm just trying to have a little look across, can't see anything now. I can't announce whether that's it or not. I just don't know. Oliver Yates, James Wilkinson in the 1600 Mini Cooper, making their way round for the last time. James Taylor, Ian Graham, Nigel Patrick Bywater and Sean Wilson. Interestingly, James Taylor and Sean Wilson, the co-driver in the second of the cars, both from Malton, so a little bit of inter-club rivalry going on there as well. Both Malton Motor Club members. Stuart Popperwell, he's pushed that car really hard all day actually. He's driven really well today, that little Seat Ibiza. Team Arnold, Matthew and Ellie, both Dukeries Motor Club members in that beautiful Rally 4 Fiesta, yeah, Rally 4 Fiesta. Car 67, Ben Marsh, Tom Hutchins. Making their way round. Waves from Tom. Tom's had lots of seat time over the years at various levels, all the way up to the very top of the sport in this country as well. So giving a little bit back at the minute. Car 69, Aston Baker, Ian Duncan. Fantastic to see Aston doing so well today. Stepson of Dan Ellmore, our Rallying His Life sponsor. Just causing lots of problems, isn't it? Rally coach Ian Duncan is in with Aston this weekend as well, so Aston's in good hands there with Ian in the car. Now then, cars are lining up at the start line for stage 10. So that's promising. We'll be signing off here. So I can't announce what's happening with the rally results at the minute. I can tell you what's happening going into the final stage, but I have no way of knowing how this event is going to pan out as we look at Simon Taylor and Ian Faulkner in the one of a kind, as far as I'm aware, Fiat Panda 1400, left-hand drive as well. Looks like it should be going around the city of Rome, doesn't it? It'd have more dings and dents in it if it was going around Rome. Pedestrian's nightmare. Having experience driving in Italy, it's wild to say the least. Ben Marsh, Tom Hutchins then back round again. And this is Aston Baker coming back round, bringing the Rallying His Life MG X-Power cock in the back wheel. A great day for the crew in the blue MG. So it's almost time for us to sign off and to bid you farewell, and I'd just like to, as I always try to if I can, thank everyone for all their efforts today. A big thank you to the Orange Army who are out there, even now, putting the cones back in a safe environment. There's no cars coming to at the minute, so cones back, standing up arrows, repositioning the stage, getting everything ready. They've had a long day, and it wasn't nice at lunchtime as well with all the rain. So a big thank you to all the Orange Army, all the rescue units, all the safety crews out there, all the radio crews that are out there, all the competitors for bringing their incredible machinery down, and all the crews for manning the service areas and making the brews and keeping everyone fed and watered. It takes a lot to run these events, and without everyone involved chipping in some way, you know, it just simply wouldn't happen. So I try to always make sure I thank as many people as I can, and I think that's just about everyone. So on that note, I think we will leave you from Blyton Park here in Lincolnshire for the Colin Ellmore Memorial Rally 2025. It's been an absolute pleasure bringing it to you, and we look forward to seeing you on another round or another event, a special stage cover in the very near future. All the best, stay safe everybody, and we will see you very soon.